Indonesia's Mount Papandayan is going to erupt in 2020 with an explosive eruption. And the warning at least, a warning sign, I guess you could say a warning sign, a sign, is going to come from the other side of the world very soon. The Steamboat geyser in Wyoming, there's no direct connection between it and this, except both are twins. Steamboat geyser, twin vents. Papandayan, a twin-peaked volcano. I guess there's a lot more to it than just a warning about a volcano that's going to erupt. Because it's not like Papandayan is going to be like a super volcano or anything like that. It's just going to be an explosive volcanic eruption, which, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, could be the end of your life. But people will probably get evacuated. There will probably be earth tremors and stuff like that before it happens. So it's probably the purpose of Jatan communicating this is probably something to do with Jatan. Because Jatan's a very selfish boy. But who knows? Maybe he's decided to do something nice for other people, but I doubt it. But you never know. Anyway, this is his anticipation. He doesn't call it a prophecy because that sounds a bit too like old-fashioned, a bit too Christian. I don't know. Maybe even a bit too Islamic or something. I don't know. Jatan's not exactly religious, but he is spiritual, kind of, in his own kind of way. Natural, like he naturally knows stuff, but I guess that's about it. It's like, anyway, he's a tricky boy to figure out, and so is the Steamboat geyser. I've been trying to, anticipate Jatan's anticipations, but again today, it tricked me. It went off in the middle of me doing videos about when it's going to go off next, and then it goes off. It does this all the time. I'm there talking about, hey, the Steamboat geyser is going to go off, and then it goes off while I'm talking, pretty much while I'm talking. Sometimes just before, sometimes just after. Like I go and I realize it's just gone off. It's probably because Jatan's a bit of a prankster. But anyway, this time here, this should be the 20th eruption. And the date is not 10/19. That would be quite a while ago. It's 2019. And 2019, not 10/19. That would be a while ago. 16 hours, the difference between Wyoming and New South Wales, ACT, Victoria, and that's it. So it'll be 1 p.m. and that was Jatan's message to me in my dream on my birthday. We can catch up, he said, at 1. Well, no, he said we can catch up next Thursday at 1 p.m. Those were his words, his exact words. But he didn't say where, so he left it up to me to figure out where. Sorry, I'm choking on volcanic ash. Where we're going to catch up. He left it up to me to figure that out. The 5th of the 6th, or the 5th and the 6th. Wyoming, New South Wales. Let's go to the start. Let's go to the beginning. Because what am I doing back there anyway? That's nowhere near the beginning. How can you tell a story if you don't start at the start? Let's start with the moon. It's 0.08% full. That's today. The new moon is on the 3rd of June, which is like tomorrow. Okay, let's pan out. And let's look at stuff from a distance. It's the 2nd today. It's Sunday the 2nd of June. It's the 2nd day of winter. No, it's not, says Jatan. It's the second day of summer, because I am in Wyoming and I am sunbathing on a big smooth rock. Because Jatan's a big smooth boy, and he's sunbaking on a big smooth rock today when Steamboat Geezer goes off, and yeah. He also likes spa bars, and he was enjoying a nice hot spa in a natural thermal pool in Wyoming today. So that's probably why the steamboat went off. 10:55. Satan equals 55. Satan, yes, that boy. You know about him. Speaking of hot boys who can boil water and make steamboats erupt, Jatan is a twin, 2 points to twins. It was the second today, and the steamboat erupted at 47 minutes past 12, Canberra time. It was 47 minutes past 8 p.m. in Wyoming. And I was in the middle of making videos. So it caught me with my pants down. You could say. Because I was in the middle of making videos saying the next eruption is going to happen. I was saying it's going to happen on Thursday, the 6th, Canberra time, 1 p.m. Canberra time, Australian Eastern Standard Time, which will be 9 p.m. in Wyoming on the 5th. So that's why I said the 5th and the 6th. The 5th or the 6th. Depends where you are. Where's Jatan going to meet me? In Canberra. I decided it must be in Canberra. Why? Because he's the boy who told me that Wetterling means weather child, and he said it's weird that you called Jake the storm boy. So the fact that he said that means he must be going to meet me on a Thursday, because Thursday is really Thor's day. Thor, the Greek god of lightning and thunder. Which brings us to Narcissus, another Greek legend. But we won't talk about Narcissus, or we'll get ourselves into trouble. So, 56. 56 past 10. It's getting late. Daffodil equals 57. Oh, let's move on. 57 minutes past 10. Does it have to be 57 minutes past? Moon equals 57, and we know there is no moon right now. There's no moon. 0.8% of a moon. You can't call that a moon. 124. Oh geez, we nearly got 123. And that would be the value of Narcissus. But we just beat it. I mean, we just missed it by a minute. Now it's 124. And that's the value of what Narcissus needs. What does he need? 10 hours, 10 minutes since Steamboat erupted. Hey, how weird is that? We caught this one 10 hours and 10 minutes since Steamboat Geezer erupted. This is what I mean. It went off today. Unfortunately, they haven't changed the time. Sometimes they adjust the time, which can be annoying, because I do all these calculations and then they decide, oh no, it didn't actually go off at like 17:30, it was 17:29, and it throws everything out. All my calculations go out the window. Wet and foggy. Wet and foggy, it says. Wetterling. He's a wet boy. William. See? William means warrior. That's who observed this eruption. William. On a wet and foggy day in Wyoming. That was not today's eruption, that was on the 27th of May. The 27th of May, because Jake equals 27, and it was a Monday, and the Steamboat Geezer decided to go off every Monday for a while, see? 13th, 20th, 27th, 13th, 20th, 27th, all Mondays. It had a bit of Monday fever happening, and then it broke out of it today. It went for an eruption on the 1st, which is Saturday, just to be different. And to keep me guessing, it went on Saturday. I said, what if it goes off on Friday? I was thinking it might go off on Friday, but it didn't. It went off on Saturday. because Jacob equals 31, you see. But Jacob is only half of Jatan. The other half is Nathan. And Jatan only thinks of himself. And his life path number is 1. He's number 1. Even though he's a twin, he thinks he's number 1. So he's a twin, and Steamboat erupted on the 2nd, where I am, Sunday, but it erupted on the 1st, where he is, because he went, holidaying over in Wyoming, left Demas in Canberra, which was pretty... Demas is not happy about it. If you know about Canberra winters, you know why. He's not happy at all. And, time is 47. As in, the word time, 5 days, 3 hours, 18 minutes. So it was 5 days, 3 hours, and 18 minutes since the previous eruption. I haven't really absorbed that information yet, but 18 is 3 times 6. And Jatan is turning 18, and Demas is turning 18. They're both turning 18 because they're identical twins in 2020. So that does kind of connect. So who observed this? Mara Reed and Ruby Fu. Ruby Fu. And the entrant is Archer. So that's today's. Several attempts to go back into water. Full details coming soon. Several attempts to go back into water. So it erupted and then it tried to erupt more. Several times. So super excited. The Steamboat is super excited, which means Jatan and Demas must be super excited because it's their geezer. They're twins, and so is the geezer. It has twin vents. Jatan thinks the twin vents are his nostrils, because Jatan has this delusion that he is Puff the Magic Dragon, and he thinks that if you go down to the arse end of the world, there's a volcano, and each peak of that volcano, Papandayan and Puntang, see 11 symbolizes twins, and so does 2. 11 2, see, it's 2 past 11. It's the 2nd. It's Sunday the 2nd, and we're talking about something that, according to Jatan, is going to happen on the 5th and 6th, depending where you are. It's going to be 1 p.m. in Canberra when the next eruption of Steamboat Geyser happens, and that means it's going to break its record. That's the exciting part. It's going to set a new record. And Jatan equals 46. The name Jatan has a value of 46. So we should probably look at, I don't know, what could we look at? The time. We've looked at the time. Doesn't mean we can't look at the time again. It's 11:03 in Canberra. But we should look at the weather. The weather. Because wetaling means weather child. And Jatan was the one who told me this. Jacob Wetaling equals 164. 2 points to twins, 2 11s are 22. And twins equals 85. Twins. Bad is 7, so bad twins. Jatan and Demas. Boy is 82. Young is 82. Young boy. 19. Eruption 19 was today. The bad boy is 82. The bad boy. Halloween is 95. I should have come here sooner because there would have been other stuff. 146, 164, reflecting, see? 2 times 11 is 22. Yeah, you didn't know I was that clever, did you? Well, now you know. And just how clever I really am. I can multiply 11 by 2. and get 22. Just like that. Bang. And 42 is the value of boy. There's a lot of other things that equal 42, but let's just leave it at boy. Because what more do you need? Rain radar. Is it raining anywhere? Probably. I think I'm uploading something. I'm going to stop that. We can't be uploading videos. It will slow us down. Rain radar. Especially if we're trying to look at the rain radar. Which we are. To see if it's raining. Oh, it is raining. It's raining there, there, and there. See, I should be a weatherman. There, and there. It is raining there, and there. And if we zoom in, oh my, look at that. Look at that rain. That is quite heavy rain. That is very heavy rain. Actually, that is like flooding rain. I would say flooding rain in Frankston. Yeah. I mean, it just looks like it. It's a big blob of orange and it's not moving. How weird that we should stumble upon this. And look at how it's moving around. It's just like not moving much. I think we're going to wake up tomorrow and hear about flooding in Melbourne. Because Melbourne's there. And that is just near Melbourne. Very close to Melbourne. Indeed. So, you know, I haven't even started the video yet. Like, I've just been talking all this stuff. I forgot I was even doing a video. Steamboat geezer. That's what I'm meant to be talking about. But you know what? I don't care. 11/6 is a 66. And the 6th of the 6th is Thor's Day. Thursday is Thor's Day. The Greek god of lightning and thunder. So, come Thor's Day. Is it going to be raining? No, it's not. But that's not the point. It's going to be a day where, in another part of the world, a geyser is going to erupt. It's going to eject steam into the air. And that's what clouds are made of. So, without the geysers, you would not have clouds. And without clouds, you would not have rain. Without rain, you would not have water. Without water, you wouldn't be able to brew beer. So, Jatan has his priorities in pretty good order. At least I think he does. And, well, we had two pages open at the same time, both on the bomb. That is illegal. 10:20. You know how before it was 10:10, now it's 10:20? Notice this? Notice how I just did that? Without meaning to? And if I had come here 1 minute earlier, this would have been 133, the value of Wetterling. But I missed that one. Angel is 39. Angel. Which is 10. If you write 10 out as a word, it equals 39. 3 points to triplets. Trinity. Triangle. Pyramid. Threesome. All of the above. And more. So, Daniel and Samuel are bad boys, twins. And they're in a novel written by R.L. Stein. Which we won't go into, because it's just gonna distract me. But this is the volcano we're talking about. And it's very Daniel and Samuel-ish, because it's twins. Identical twins, I would say. Papandayan and Puntang. Actually, they are identical twins, because Papandayan has the same value as Puntang. And Jatan has this delusion that these hills, because you wouldn't really call them mountains, they're just hills really, 2,666 meters high. Maybe it's because of this, or maybe it's for some other reason. But 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. The last time this thing went off was, like, explosively, was in 2002, November to December 2002. So Jatan is anticipating that because he has this delusion that these are his butt cheeks. His nostrils are the twin vents of the Steamboat Geezer, and these are the butt cheeks of Puff the Magic Dragon, which is Jatan himself, Puff the Magic Dragon. He's delusional, but just because he's schizophrenic doesn't mean he's not able to predict things. In fact, it's probably the reason why he can. 26 is the value of God, and 666, we all know who that is. A red hat means 666. That's what Samuel said. And Samuel would know what he's talking about because he was wearing a red hat. And he is from Indonesia. And not only is he from Indonesia, he's from West Java. And that's where Mount Papandayan is. So Samuel knows what's going on. Even though he may not know he knows. And who else knows? Nathan knows. And who else? Jake and Nathan, put those two together and you've got Jatan. Very nice. 11. Twins. The twins of 11. 11. Yeah. That's what they said. The day that Samuel said a red hat means 666, the boys told me they had seen murder 11 written on a rock. And of course it scared all the adults. But the kids were just kind of like, man, this is weird. Because Jake was 11 and I had never mentioned him before. And I told them about Jake. See, Black Saturday, 138. Black Saturday, that's how Nathan died. In a firestorm. So, a lot of people think, because something real bad happens to you, you lose your sense of humour. But that did not happen with Nathan. And it didn't happen with Jake either. They just didn't, somehow, their sense of humour survived the disaster that unfolded. But fire is 38. Fire is the devil's only friend, and Satan is a very hot boy. Hot is 43. And if we look at Steamboat Geezer, if we look at the record for the minimum interval between eruptions, major eruptions, which are the only ones that get recorded, MAJ stands for major, well, it is 4 days, 6 hours and 43 minutes. Jatan is 46 and hot is 43 because Satan is in him. Satan has been burning in hell for all of eternity because God equals 26. God is love, except when there is same-sex attraction, and then God gets very irate and sends people to hell to burn for eternity. Satan is 55. It says so in the Bible. Bad, see, hot is 43. It says so in the Quran as well. Bad is 7. Brat is 41. Satan is 55. And then comes the pain. Satan, 55. The pain of burning in hell, and then the love of God, which is missing because of the same-sex attraction. 5 times 7 is 55, the value of Satan. You see the pattern? Probably not. That's okay. Black is 29. Black. The colour, black. And the 19th of June, 1999, is the keystone date in The Dark Tower by Stephen King. Yes, it is a Saturday in 1999. And bad is 7, God is 26, sadist is 72, sadist, God. Now, if you read the Bible, you will know that God is love. It says so. But then it also says that God gets rather irate. If there's same-sex attraction, he gets very irate. So, 6 is the devil's number. The same-sex attracted devil, Satan. And 6 and 6 is 18. And that is the age Jatan is turning in 2020. And that is why Jatan is fully aware of what's going to happen with Mount Papandayan in 2020. Because it's the year he turns 18, which is 3 6s. And Jatan is very, very, very same-sex attracted. This is all you need to know, really. Jatan and Demas, both names equal 46. And both are very hot. That's their existing record, but it's going to break with the next eruption, which is going to be on the 5th of June 2019 at 9 p.m, which is 2100 hours. So the next eruption will be 5th of June, 2100 hours, and it's going to create an interval of 4 days and 13 hours, which will be a new record. This will be replaced with 4 days and 13 hours. And if you want to know where that record was set, you have to go all the way back to 1982. And you will find here there was an eruption, and here there was an eruption. And there it is, 4 days, 6 hours, and 43 minutes. Yes, the 6th of the 9th. Jatan was born on the 6th of September, the 6th of the 9th. And Jake Wetterling born on the 17th. So, a bit of Jake in Jatan. And a bit of same-sex attraction. Never did a boy any harm. Unless he ran into God in the Garden of Eden. And then there was hell to pay. Literally, hell to pay. For a while. But then, 6th of September, see? September 6, 1982, the same year. You know what? We know what 6 plus 6 plus 6 is. But what about 6 times 6? It's 36. 1136. On September 6th, the 6th of the 9th. Jatan's birthday, but he wasn't born yet. Jacob Irwin Wetterling equals 233. I hope you can read this. If not, I apologise. Actually, I don't. I should, but I won't. 10 hours, 25 minutes since Steamboat erupted. But don't believe it. Because Satan is 55 and 5 5s are 25. But we've been sitting here a while, and this doesn't update while you're sitting here. You have to go back to gizatimes.com. 10 hours, 30 minutes. That's actually how long since Steamboat erupted last. Today, caught me with my pants down. Right in the middle of a video where I was talking about the eruption that's coming on the 5th and 6th. And it went off today, which is yesterday, which is like confusing. Eruption is 118, by the way. Yeah, it's got 18 in it. The word eruption equals 118. And we all know what 18 is. It's 3 6s. So, Papandayan. We all know about Papandayan now. Twins, Jatan's butt cheeks. And Steamboat Giza. We know about that. We know what the time is in Canberra. But we don't know what the time is in Wyoming. And we haven't looked at this for a while. But Mirror is 91. Mirror 6-9. The 6th of the 9th. Hot 43. We've been talking about that. And Jacob Wetterling 164. Twins 85. I nearly said 84 because my mind is seeing this and getting confused because there's two of these, see? Rebel Boy is 84. Twins is 85. But we've got twins of 84. And the value of twins is 85. 9, 9 is the twin. The twin is 99. Yeah, you know what I mean. Melbourne. Cloudy. Very high chance of rain. Rain heavy at times later tonight, see? That's what we were seeing. Rain heavy at times tomorrow. Windy. Very high chance of rain. They're going to get flooded. Some heavy falls possible. They're already getting them. Look at that radar. It's crazy. 16-year-old bad boys. Twins. Bad equals 7. Friday the 7th of June. Bad 16. Bad 16. The 16-year-old twins. Jatan and Demas. Dragon boys. Serpent boys. Naughty boys. Bad boys. Steamboat boys. Whatever you want to call them. They are what they are. I want to look at the radar again. Because it's very, very alluring. If you know what I mean. Alluring. I should be a weatherman. It's raining. There, and there. And if you want more information, just go to bomb.com. Not very exciting up there. Oh, that's pathetic. I mean, honestly. I've seen better rain coming out of a steamboat geyser. Backwards, I admit, but hey, that is heavy, man. They're going to be flooded for sure. Melbourne's going to be flooded. Totally flooded. Forget it. Anyone that's got a house in Melbourne, just kiss it goodbye. Because look at that. That is torrential. Torrential rain. Truly torrential. I would think. Not that I'm a meteorologist, but, you know, I could be. I could be and I should be. Halloween is 95. We've got twins of twins now. 85 and 85. Hot boy is 85. Hot is 43. Halloween, it's coming. It's a while off, but it's coming. Jacob Wessling 164. Alright, I should probably do the video. 11:22. Oh my. 2 11s are 22. Well, we know what the time is in Canberra. It's 11:22. But what is the time in Wyoming? What is the time going to be in Wyoming when the next eruption of Steamboat geyser happens? It's going to be 11:20. No, it's not. Don't be silly. 11:24 symbolizes Nathan's date of birth. I think that's where my mind was going. 24th of the 11th, Nathan's birthday. But no, the time will be 9 p.m. in Wyoming. When the next eruption of Steamboat geyser happens, it'll be 9 p.m. on the 5th. 9 p.m. on the 5th. And that is Nathan's life path number. The 24th of the 11th is Nathan's birthday. He would be 23 now if he were here, but he's not here. He's somewhere else, and he's half Jatan. And I guess, I don't know how it works with Demas, because Demas is like the identical twin of Jatan. So does it mean that Nathan is also half Demas and Jake? Or are they only half Jatan? Like if you take Jatan, he's half Nathan, half Jake. He's also half Satan, half Joshua. Jesus, Joshua, Josh. Even though Jesus was Joshua. Yeshua. And Jacob was Jacob. There was no letter J back then. 24/11, Nathan's date of birth. Add up all the digits in 24/11, 1995, and they add up to 5. That is Nathan's life path number. 5. And the next eruption of Steamboat is going to happen on the 5th of this month, June. Had to think about that. The 5th of June, 2019. Had to think about that too. Mountain Daylight Time. Mountain Daylight Time is how they measure time in Wyoming, where Jatan likes to go sunbathing and bathing. Sunbathing and bathing. Skinny dipping, actually. 7 is 2 plus 5. And that has nothing to do with anything, because the eruption is at 9 p.m. on the 5th. So don't be distracted. Just remember, 9 p.m. on the 5th, Wyoming time, is when the next eruption of Steamboat Geyser will be. And it's going to smash the records, man. It's going to be 4 hours and 13 minutes since the last eruption, which happened on the 1st at 47 minutes past 8 p.m. Unless you're in Canberra, where it was 47 minutes past 12 p.m. Okay. Jacob Wetterling. He seems to be in Brisbane at the moment. 4 is a clue. 4 days and 13 minutes. Which is 8 plus 5 is 13. Twins is 85. It's the number of days between Jake's birthday. Or I should say between Nathan's birthday and Jake's birthday. And here's where it gets weird, people. The Steamboat Geyser, located in the Norris Geyser Basin. Norris has the same value as Papandayan and Puntang, 93. The Norris Geyser Basin of the Yellowstone National Park. Yellow, the colour of the daffodils. Shh. In Wyoming, USA. Wyoming has the same value as prophecy. There were 5 consecutive, which is 106. And if you add 10 and 6, you get 16, which is Jatan's age. There were 5 consecutive major eruptions on the 25th day of each month, starting in December 2018 and ending in April 2019. You'd think I'm making it up, right? You'd think, no way could that happen. No way would that happen. That is ridiculous. You would be thinking that. I know. You're thinking that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Age equals 13. I am equals 23. So Nathan was 13 when he left this world. And he's 23 now if he's here, but he's not here. So we don't know how old he is. Because we don't know how time works where he is. Even I don't know that. I don't think even Jatan knows that. But he pretends to know. 10:40. Hey, it was 10:10. It was 10:20. And we've stumbled upon 10:40. How weird. 20:47. I hope they don't adjust it, because then the 13 will go out the window and we'll have to well, actually, it probably won't matter. But it could. So I'm hoping they leave it alone. 5/3/18. 5/3. 5/3/18. Well, 3 6s are 18. 5 is, well, 5. Nathan's life path number. But what I was going to show you is the unbelievable thing. The 25th of December. The 25th of January. The 25th of February. The 25th of March. And the 25th of April, which was Anzac Day. Oh, and it also went off on Memorial Day in America. That's Memorial Day. How weird, man. Anzac Day and Memorial Day. So Anzac Day, not only did it go off on the 25th, it went off at 25 past. So on the 5th time that it went off on the 25th, it went off at 25 past 10. You wouldn't believe it if you read about it. I read about it. I still can't believe it. I'm astounded. Face is 15. 2 Nathans are better than 1. I just made that up. And 111 is the value of providence. Providence. There's a word that you probably don't even know the meaning of, because it's an old word. And there were 5, as you've seen now, 5 consecutive major eruptions. There really were. I'm not making it up. So we know something's going on with Papandayan, although not yet. This is in the future. And it's 7:30. Okay, 7:30. 40. Hobo equals 40. Hobo. Why are you such a hobo? There was a boy who I used to know, and his name was Patrick. And he came up to me one day and he said, "Phil, are you a hobo?" And I was like, "Well, maybe I am. Why do you ask?" And he was like, inspecting my clothes. He thought my clothes were a little tattered and worn and hobo-like, I guess. And I have to admit, some of my clothes are a bit tattered and worn and a bit hobo-like. But hobo equals 40. Just reminded me. And symbol is 86. Carl Jung is 86. Halloween is 95. Twins, 85. Hot boy, twins. Rebel boy, 84. And John Jack Chambers, he's the boy in the Dark Tower by Stephen King, 143. So it gets more and more interesting, especially when you consider Jatan is 46. 4.6 mil of rain since 9 a.m. in Melbourne. 7.2 in Hobart. The Angel equals 72. 0.6 in Adelaide. 6 is the devil's number. And 4 and 6. 4.6. Jatan is 46. See what I mean? Well, you probably don't, but Jatan is turning 17 this year. The triplet sign was on my birthday. It was predicted by Nathan. Jake equals 27. Jake has the same value as code. Code. It's a code. Its 3 6s are 18. 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6. And if you think about it, 2002 is a reflection of 2020. It's the same numbers in a different order. 18 years in between. That's when Mount Papandayan last went off with a big boom boom. November to December 2002. A big boom boom. A volcano that is 2,666 meters above sea level. 6 plus 6 plus 6. 18. Jatan turning 18 in 2020. Jatan is a twin. So is Papandayan. It's a twin volcano. And Jatan is delusional enough to believe, because he was born on a Friday, and because he's a twin, and because 11 symbolizes twins, he's crazy enough to think his butt cheeks are symbolized, not just symbolized, but embodied in these two mountains. "7:33 a.m. in Wyoming. And we are only 3 days away from history being made. Now it gets scary, because Satan, as we know, has been burning in hell for all eternity because of his same-sex attraction. And so he has to be a hot boy by now. You would think. You'd reckon. And he is. Not only is he hot, he's hot. Like he's hot. Do you know what I mean? Hot has more than one meaning. Well, he knows stuff. Lorenzo, Kajiki, Ivo, Kiko, and Octave are the names of 5 storms that are yet to happen in 2019. 5 storms. Yes, storms. Yes, like violent outbursts of weather. And we call them typhoons. This one would be a typhoon if it becomes strong enough, because it's going to be in the Western Pacific. This one would be a hurricane, because it's going to be in the Atlantic. Lorenzo. Ivo, German. Ivo would be a hurricane, because he's in the Eastern Atlantic. So would Kiko. Spanish. Octave means 8, Jake's life path number. Another Eastern Pacific. 3 Eastern Pacific boys. 3 Eastern Pacific boys. That's like down Mexico way, you know, like Donald Trump would not let these 3 in. I can tell you now. And he probably wouldn't even let this one in because of his name. He might, but he might not. Kajiki, who knows? He's Japanese. If he can play golf, he might get in. But either way, we don't have to worry about them. What have they got in common? They're all storms. The names of 5 storm boys who are yet to come in 2019. What do they all have in common? They're all storms. And they are typhoons, hurricanes, maybe, possibly. Or they might be just tropical storms. Or, what else could we call them? Vortices. Now, Donald Trump came up with a great idea the other day. I heard this. His government, his administration, 6 6s are 36. Lava equals 36. Bad is 7. A great idea. He said, well, everyone's getting a bit toey about climate change. So, let's change the lingo, he says. They say. I don't know if this is Donald Trump's idea necessarily. Probably. Magma equals 35. So some people say the Earth's getting hotter because of magma. Eruption is 118. That could explain it. If you get an eruption, lava is hot. Maybe that's why the world's getting hot. Some people think in those sorts of terms. Hot stuff makes things hot. And, well, carbon dioxide, it's got a bit of a bad reputation. So let's call it freedom gas. Oh no, that's natural gas. I think the term he come up with, the suggestion, and it's a good suggestion, lava, 36, lava child. The suggestion he came up with is, these both connect to Jatan. The connection, the term he came up with was not particles, and not atoms, because they're not atoms. Molecules was the term of freedom. Molecules of freedom. Molecules of freedom. So I'm not sure that we should keep calling these things outbursts of weather storms, because storms are a bit scary. So I reckon we should call them vortices of freedom. That's what they're going to be. Vortices of freedom. 5 vortices of freedom. The names of 5 storm boys who are yet to come in 2019. Vortices of freedom. And what do they all have in common? They're all category 8. Octave means 8. Except category only goes up to 5. 5 5s are 25. Young, sleek, devil, Josh. Joshua is on the Australian Cyclone name list. Joshua, the next J name, is Joshua. Josh and Satan, put them together and you got Jatan. 5 and 2 is 7. Bad is 7. The next major steamboat eruption will be number 52 of the current active phase and major eruption number 20 of 2019. 20. 2020. Jatan is turning 20 on Tuesday, 6th of September 2022. We'll see this, man. 2020 is the year that we're thinking Papa Diane's going to go boom boom. And Jatan turns 20 in 2022. 22 alludes to twins. So this is working in all kinds of directions. Hey, what if it's not 2020? What if it's 2022? Well, then I'm going to look like an idiot for 2 years, and then everyone's going to say, oh, he was a genius after all. But for 2 years, I'll be looking like a complete fool. Sunday the 2nd is today. That's all you need to know. And the sign is going to be on the 5th if you're in Wyoming, on the 6th if you're in Australia. I know the time because Jatan told me. We can catch up, he said, at 1 p.m. No, he didn't say that. He said, we can catch up next Thursday at 1 p.m. And he said that on my birthday. Now, my birthday was a while ago. Got to go all the way back to April. It was a Saturday, 27th of April. So he said next Thursday. I was like, all right. So I was expecting him on the 9th. No show. Jatan didn't turn up. Jatan, no show. I waited all day. Nothing. Nobody. No Jatan, no Demas. And then I've been thinking, what? Is it the 16th? Is it the 23rd? Is it the 20th? The 30th? 30th? Well, it has to be the 6th. And when I think about it, I should have thought of that sooner. Turn 9 on its head and you get 6. Steamboat. See? He's a tricky boy. He's a tricky boy. Naughty and tricky. 2 plus 7 is 9. Turn 9 on its head and you get 6. So he was playing a clever little riddle on me, really. 1, 2, so this is the logical. Next Thursday means next Thursday in my language, but not in Jatan's language. Turn 9 on its head and you get 6. So this is the Thursday that he's talking about. This coming Thursday. Eruption number 20. And we know it's number 20 now. I've been in two minds until today. Because I didn't really think we could squeeze in an extra eruption between then and now. But we did. Somehow we did. Amazing. The next major steam... I did joke about it today. But I didn't really believe it would happen. Jatan is turning 20 in 2022 on a Tuesday. I was born